Okay, we're going to go ahead and call the meeting to order. It is Tuesday, October 24th, 2023. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Born and unborn.
Do you have any minutes and reports received
Yes,
and filed?
I have the collectors' August and September 2023 fees, the sheriff's September 2023 fees, and the auditor's August and September 2023 fees. Revenue and expenditure report.
Okay. Commissioner Committee Liaison Reports, upcoming meetings and events.
This week's pretty light. A few meetings here and there, but Lincoln University has a football game Thursday night. Yep, Thursday night football, so if you can make it, tailgate. And
You see those football helmets you can register by being there with, signed by Mahomes?
who?
I tried to get one from the Dallas Cowboys, but he can't write his name, so he just put an X on.
Just put an X on there.
I was
Oh, no.
laughing about a joke, a reel I saw on my phone a while back.
He's been writing these all weekend. He's
Okay,
been
go ahead, I'm
writing.
sorry, Jeff, I apologize.
No, I'm done now. Hurt my feelings. Halloween and no, that's pretty light this week.
Mine's schedule's light too. This afternoon, it's Midmo PHA / HCV, which is Midmo Public Housing Authority Housing Choice Voucher Meeting in Columbia. And Saturday, my firm where I spent many tax seasons is celebrating their 100th anniversary. Williams Keepers celebrates their 100th anniversary this year and this Saturday.
And they actually printed a book, which Harry's gonna give to everybody as Christmas presents. Today, if we get done in time, the chamber board has their retreat, so I might try to run to that. And then this afternoon, we're gonna go over to Scholastic and look at their medical clinic. And Wednesday, the Rocks has their masquerade gala, but I'm going to the Midmo RPC meeting dinner. And Friday is Brian Boyce's last day, and I'm gonna be over at MU. And then Saturday, I've got a Navy League Zoom meeting, so that's it. Okay, any commission comments? Okay, bids and contracts. Approval and signing of contract from Missouri Center for Public Health Excellence.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So I think we talked about this as part of the public health infrastructure grant. It's $269,000 and some change over the next few years that we wanted to use part of the money to hire a consultant to assist us with getting nationally accredited. So the Missouri Center for Public Health Excellence is on a contract with DHSS, so we can piggyback off that. We don't have to put it out for bid. They're going to help us for 18 months, and the cost is just under $65,000. And at the end, we'll hopefully be nationally accredited with the Public Health Accreditation Board.
Yep.
There's two places to sign. I marked them also.
Thank you.
I'll make a motion to approve and sign a contract from the Missouri Center for Public Health Excellence.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approval and signing of contract amendment for epidemiology and laboratory capacity enhancing detection expansion.
So this is a contract that we've had with DHSS. The original contract was for $528,000. They've increased it by another $283,000, bringing the grand total to $812,000. I anticipate that we will get an extension for this. Right now, it's supposed to end in July of 2024, but we've been told that they will, they plan to extend it until 2025. But this is the contract that we got approval through them to do the renovations to the health department. and then also other upgrades. We want to do some, it was included in the, what I sent you. We pay for Dr. Kaywood's contract out of this for now. We've been paying for our EHR out of it. We also put some upgrades in there too. Like the screen in the Cosmo Kitchen is from 1999. It's from one of those electronic ones. We want to do an upgrade to the screen, get new cameras for the front desk. So a lot of upgrades to technology in the building that will help us. It's all about maintaining and enhancing health information systems and activities to strengthen communicable disease response for future outbreaks. So that renovated laboratory and other spaces in the health department are really going to help with that too. So this is just to increase that funding by $289,000.
Get this one? All right. Motion to approve and sign the contract amendment for the epidemiology and laboratory capacity enhancing detection expansion.
Huh?
Just say ELC, that's what we say.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, renewal one of tires and miscellaneous services, Pomps Tire Service.
This is the first renewal for the tires and miscellaneous services for our Public Works Department. There's no increase with their services from last year, and the Public Works Department's pleased with their services. So our recommendation is to renew the 2022-29 contract for another year.
Make motion to approve the renewal of the tires and miscellaneous services with Pumps Tire Services.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Fiscal year '23 local law enforcement block grant application.
This is the law enforcement block grant that we sign, that we get every year. This year, we're getting $7,765 to buy an in-car video system, a dash cam system. I'd ask that you approve the grant.
Okay. Make a motion to sign the FY23 local law enforcement block grant application.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are going to table the fire alarm upgrade quote. And so we will go to approval of updated prescription drug monitoring program agreement.
Moving right along. So, for some time, we've been participating in the prescription drug monitoring program that was implemented by St. Louis County. I think it was either last year or the year before the legislature passed a statewide PDMP. Well, now that they're trying to make the new system, they want to be able to integrate the old data into it. And in order to do that, we need to add DHSS as a user to our agreement so they can get the past data so those doctors and pharmacists have access to it. So that's exactly what these documents are doing. It's just upgrading our ordinance to include DHSS as a user so they can get access to the data. And I did bring a copy of the old ordinance in case you wanted to have it, but it is on the website too.
Okay. So there are probably other counties doing the same thing, is that right?
Yes, yes. Every county that's been participating, I would imagine, is doing the same thing. Because the user, all the doctors and pharmacists, like their information is going over, but not the client data. And that's what they need. They need to know, who's been taking
Right.
XYZ medication for 6 years, so they know that if they get a new prescription, it won't interfere with it or things like that. It's just another tool for the pharmacists and doctors to use when prescribing medication.
Okay.
And there's 2 documents here.
I'll make a motion to approve the updated prescription drug monitoring program agreement.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Approval and signing of advertising contract for the health department.
There has been a nationwide and statewide push for more outreach for WIC. Incidentally, our numbers are highest they've been in a couple years, where our staff are really doing a great job advertising. But we saw a new opportunity to advertise on the side of buses and also on the inside. So there'll be like a placard on the outside, and then inside you can include more information about like how to sign up or how to access or who's eligible. So this is at no cost to the county. It would be paid for by the WIC contract, but we would like to do some outreach advertising with the bus system.
Okay.
There's 2 agreements with that too. Sam, better put more ink.
Hey, I know.
All right. I'll make a motion to approve and sign the advertising contract for the health department.
Second.
Yep. Yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Signing of contract from Be Seen Signs for the Sheriff's Department awning.
This is putting an awning over the patrol division entrance. It's gonna be $5,526. I'd ask that you approve it so we can get this started before winter.
This gets these guys in out of the rain while they're standing there trying to get in the door.
This is true, but, and I'm not saying this is the reason why, but there's also an electrical component right there beside it that we have to plug in. So it's saving both, it's saving the electronic equipment as well as the individuals.
We've talked about this for a long time,
We
haven't
have, and then you guys started the awning, when you had the contract for the awning, Jessica wouldn't tell me about it until afterwards, so I had to take it upon myself.
I'll make a motion to sign the contract with Be Seen Signs for the Sheriff's Department awning.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Approval and signing of change order number 2, Railroad Spur Extension and Transload Facility.
I thought this was the cart.
So it is the cart, but the contract still says the
Okay.
multimodal and transload facility.
Just checking.
So this is change order number 2 with Don Schneider's Excavating. The Amoresco gas line located parallel to track F behind Command Web. A ditch was proposed to be installed next to this track. Ditch could not be installed due to the location of the gas line, so a French drain was installed to convey the stormwater. And then between stations 18 plus 25 to 19 plus 50 is a rock cut. Originally, this area was supposed to have rock, but no rock was found. Therefore, they had to cut the dirt back to provide a stable slope. Overall, this change order is an increase in the cost of construction by $48,902.44.
Good.
Mhm.
All right. Make a motion to approve and sign the change order number 2, Railroad Spur Extension and Transload Facility.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Approval and signing of agreement for professional engineering services for Lakewood subdivision.
So this agreement will be with Gradell Engineering Resources for a total cost of $98,500. And with this agreement, GR will provide professional engineering services to evaluate the stormwater infrastructure and design necessary improvements to the stormwater conveyance system of Lakewood subdivision.
Good.
That's Eastern District, you know, so.
All righty. Let's get those all put together for Sam so we can get them signed, so.
You're a good man, Jeff.
I'll make a motion to approve and sign the agreement for professional engineering services for Lakewood subdivision with Gradell Engineering Resources.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Approval and signing of agreement for professional engineering services for Hickory Hill Road.
I would like to table this at this time. I am still waiting on a few things from the consultant on that one.
Do that.
Thank you.
We'll table.
Thank you.
Okay, do we have any unfinished business? Okay, new business, accounts payable review.
I have a couple of them in there, so I ask for approval pending review.
Motion to approve accounts payable pending review.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Approval and signing of the annual contribution election by the county to the SURF retirement plan.
I As you know, the county commission has elected to pay the 4% for employees for their retirement system. This is just a election form you have to make every year, whether you want to continue to pay that 4% or pass it to the employees. The annual cost of this 4% as of today is about $640,000 a year across all county employees. Again, some of us older county employees, you don't have to pay that 4% on. But as new ones come, that amount keeps getting higher.
When is this payment due?
We pay it every payroll.
Oh, all right. Well, we've already built that into the current year's budget.
Yes. This is for next year, if you want to elect to do the 4% again for next year.
Okay,
I'm good.
all right. I'll make a motion to approve and sign the annual contribution election by the county to the SURF retirement plan.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Furniture purchase for the data room project.
Whenever we did the proposal for the data room, Ron Ridenour forgot to put in here about the tables and chairs. So I'm trying to fix this. It's gonna be a total of $12,237.46. We had to go through Samco, because not only is it state bid, no, he's not here to defend himself. He's not, not only is Samco under state
I
contract.
think your emails just got shut off today, huh?
But it also matches the current stuff that we have in there now. I'd ask that you approve this, so we can get these on order.
When did tables and chairs become IT equipment?
I'm just saying, that's what happened.
Oh, okay.
Good, all right. Well, I'll make a motion to approve the furniture purchase for the data room project, $12,337.46.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
I offered to
Thank
get
you.
him some card tables and the folding chairs, but
Yeah, thank you, sir.
But by the way, just as an aside, the reporter, Alex Naughton, did a good story on your data room, I thought.
Thank you, Alex.
And of course, the sheriff gave Alex a good tour of the data room, right?
Yep, and the data room, you get to go down and see that, did you? Yeah.
yeah, I didn't want to go down and see that. I'm like, no, that looks too much like one of the old jails. Okay, man, we have zoomed through this again. Do we have any other issues?
Hey, Sam, can I just mention that we
Yes,
did
ma'am.
do a flu shot clinic here yesterday morning for county employees, and if they missed it, they can come by the health department, or we're having a drive-through clinic that's for the public too, from 12 to 6 on November 1st. So, you don't even have to get out of your car, you can just drive through and get a flu shot. We'd spin on our Facebook page, and we'll see if we can do some more advertising and outreach. Because a lot of people like that, it's just handy. So 12 to 6 on November.
Well, Alex will put it in the paper.
I can send you a flyer.
I just wanted to bring up the legislation for freezing the county property taxes for seniors. I know I've had some questions, and I don't know, I get questions every week about it. Some of them just ask if we're still talking about it or what we're doing with it, if they need to look at filing a petition. And I'm just telling them we're still looking for clarification on a lot of the stuff. So hopefully once legislation gets back in session, they can clarify some stuff for us, and then we can either take some action, or I guess if they want to, they can file a petition, get signatures, and I'm not sure what all that entails and how many it would be, but that's just been my answer. I don't know if y'all
Yeah,
have had any updates.
I think it's just, I just telling them it's really premature because we really don't know. We don't know enough about it.
I just
yet.
wanted to bring it up again so that they know we're keeping our thumbs on it and watching it and trying to get a handle of it and see what we need to do, so.
There's still a lot of unknown answers to questions there, and at least in two cases, where the counties have, I may be misspeaking here. St. Charles County has said yes to it, and I do believe some political subdivisions in St. Louis County have said, time out, you cannot implement this and reduce our revenue to our political subdivision. Am I right on that, Jill?
Yeah, after St. Charles went for it, they included all of the taxing districts, and they flat out said, St. Charles flat said, we fully expect to be sued over this.
Right, actually, 2 weeks before they said, before they actually implemented it, they said they wouldn't because of the unknowns, but they did unanimously, I think,
Yeah.
voted to do it.
I'm not sure if it was unanimous. St. Louis County is now looking at passing one, but they want to put limits, income limits, I think, or maybe.
Yeah, they wanted to make
property
it,
value.
they wanted to make it means tested.
Yeah.
In other words, someone who had a $500,000 home could not take advantage of the freeze. Someone with a $100,000 home could, and I don't know if they have the authority to do that. The
I don't-
statute doesn't provide for that.
It doesn't, so, and that's a question for them too, but we'll see. At any rate, I think this is gonna be shaken out in the courts.
Yeah, I think there's just too many unanswered questions.
That's just what I wanted
Yeah.
everybody to know. That's why we haven't taken any action yet. We're watching what's going on around the state and other counties, and
We're waiting for the lawsuits in St. Charles.
then the legislation may get cleaned up a little bit when they go back into session,
It may.
so. Watch
Watch for a pre-filed bill on December 1 that maybe comes from the same sponsor of SB 190. Is that what it
Yeah.
is? Senator Luke DeMeyer, I believe, from Buchanan. See if he says he's going to clean it up. We'll see if he does with pre-filed legislation.
I thought it was flat.
Well, it's both. It's a two-county,
There's Parkville.
could be.
Yep, so
All right.
that's all I had.
Okay. I received a correspondence from Social Service, Department of Social Services, and this is mainly for our auditor, but memorandum for Cole County Presiding Commissioner from John B. Ginwright, Family Support Division, Deputy Director, subject 2024 IVD budget. And this is just letting us know the allocation for the prosecuting attorney's office is $351,967.97. And for the circuit clerk's office, it's $940. And Locke and Mark were copied on this, but I thought for budget purposes, you may have that. Sure, Chief.
I just wanted to touch on Toys for Tots. We are quickly approaching that season. Starting November 1st, we will be kicking off this year's Toys for Tots campaign, doing a increased push this year. We've been in contact with the kind folks at Scooters Coffee, so on November 8th, they will be donating 20% of their sales to Toys for Tots in assisting us for our toy drive campaign. So really hope to see people out purchasing a coffee on November 8th. Hopefully our media partners can get us some coverage on that and kind of help us market our toy drive campaign. And then at the end of November, we're going to have our second annual Trucks for Toys event out at Capitol West Event Center. So free admission if you bring a toy to donate. All of the public safety vehicles will be there. Our local fire departments, sheriffs, police, Public Works is going to bring a few tractors and trucks out. Santa Claus may be arriving by air if the weather is appropriate. So we're hoping to get lots of attention to that and get lots of kids in the community and families to come out and participate. Free pictures with Santa, and then also our local vendors have been kind enough to donate some large prize items. So we'll go ahead and raffle those off at the event as well. So hopefully we can market it. We had a decent turnout last year, but a lot of people said that they didn't know about it and that they would have been interested in had they known about it. So if we could figure out ways to get that out in the community.
How many ambulances are we gonna fill this year?
The goal is 4.
Okay,
So we started with 2 my first year, we did 3 last year, and hopefully we can get to 4 this year.
okay.
Chief, what's the status of McCarty and Adams Street these days?
Yeah, so I swung by yesterday. It appears that the foundation walls have been poured. That was a pretty big project. They spent an entire day pumping concrete. So that has to cure for a week, and then they'll be moving on to some of the structural steel and seeing the building kind of go vertical. One of the things that we're running into is that the lot is pretty tight. So they they can only fit 1 or 2 trades on the lot at a time. So, they can't have the steel guys in there while they're pulling forms off the concrete. It's got to be forms off and then the steel guys come in. So, we're making steady progress, but, some difficulties involved as well.
Did you have furniture included in that bid?
Hey, we're almost done with my project, I'm just saying.
So my
You need awnings, we're
My 24 capital budget does include a budget line for all of the furniture and fixtures, so that
That
will
was
be accounted
just
for.
a shot at the
Yes.
sheriff.
Yeah, I know.
Typical negotiating technique of, I forgot.
Very good.
This is just a point of interest, and it's not directed to the EMS. There's currently a trial going on in the courthouse that may go for as much as 5 weeks. Yesterday, there were probably 30 attorneys there at once. It is the Monsanto / Roundup case, first of many, perhaps, because we've got maybe thousands of cases filed here, and they've picked 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 perhaps that they're going to do. But this is the first case, and you'll see there are 14 jurors, 12 and 2 alternates. And last week you saw lots of activity because of the juries being selected, the panelists being selected. So it's going to keep going for a long period of time, so you'll see more activity next door as this goes on.
I don't have anything else, so.
Well, then I would, do make a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to stand in recess
Yeah,
until
recess.
4:30.
Yes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Oh, we don't have closed session.
You may send an email on that, but I don't recall.